Everyone getting bullish again as we head towards range highs for Bitcoin, ETH heading towards its old all-time high as well. Here are the crypto charts that I think everyone needs to be paying attention to. Let's crack straight in. The forgotten of the big three, Solana, is on my agenda. My alerts were going off this morning. This consequential level of 180 was ripped through this morning with a big green candle telling us, all right, maybe things want to move high. You can see my get aggressive here box is there. This level has been used time and time again as resistance and support. This is a bit of a deviation, a bit of a fake out, comes back down, rinses everyone, and this might actually be the true move here. I really like this setup here for Solana to go back towards its recent highs at around 250, 260, but this peak here needs to be retaken. So for, I guess, aggressive traders and buyers, I'd be looking to potentially scale back into this area here, and also having a risk management level down here. Everything though here after a consolidation within this wedge pattern appears to be pointing north, so I like this a lot. The silver bit of Bitcoin Gold is looking like it wants to flex. It's breaking its downtrend that it's been in for quite some time, but this could have a bit of momentum behind it. I mean, I laugh, but the chart's the chart, and when you've got these cryptos backed by the ETFs that are likely coming fairly soon, they could have some substantial run-ins to these, I guess, buy the rumor, sell the news events, if they are a sell the news events, which I suspect they might be, but still there is optionality here to the upside. Now, this downtrend break here, you see this series of lower highs. It's barely noticeable there, but you can definitely see it. It was broken significantly here, and we look just like the Solana chart that I showed you, which was a horizontal. This is a diagonal, but if I was to draw a horizontal, through there is absolutely a resistance flip support. I'd be getting Omerta bullish up here at 145. You can take a bit of risk down here. I'll be managing risk underneath the structure of these candles. So if you get any close beneath 118, 116, that type of region, I think then we're drifting downwards, and this is another big fake out. But this here, it looks pretty good. So it was well the RSI would like to get back into that power zone, but everything here looks to be really nice, pointing north to that 143. And then if we do that, then once we break this area, I mean, this is a multi-year compression, consolidation, bear market expansion, and then we're beginning to feel out these areas up here. So I think 250 could absolutely on the agenda, maybe higher. Do we get higher than the 21 highs? I'm not sure, but everything here is building quite nicely. Adding in another one with Litecoin, because the charts are so similar, and I love the lending narrative, and especially with ETH moving harder, a lot of the ecosystem players need to get your attention, especially if they're a hot narrative. So Aave, very similar to Litecoin in that the downtrend appears to have been broken. We had a bit of a fake out here. What I want to see is get above this peak, flip it as resistance and turn to support. So that would be 335, that type of region. Right here though, this looks very, very positive. Do want to be careful that we don't maybe lose this structure here, although there is a lot of support underneath. So unfortunately, it's in such a nice area that you just wouldn't want it to lose that maybe 300, 297, we get a drift a little bit lower. I don't think I'd want to be owning it after that point, but here it looks pretty good for continuation, but really want to get that boost above that level, flip that, and then I think Aave is moving up towards, I like the 1.618 level as a bit of a medium-term target, and that would be almost a doubling in price from here. So really, really like Aave on the charts as well, breaking the downtrend on the RSI, hopefully. I'd be waiting a little bit longer for some of these daily closes, but again, everything points up from here for me. All right, my longer session, I actually had virtuals as my danger zone, and I forgot to show Pengu, but I think they're both worthy of a danger zone this week. Virtuals has a very clear, already in a motion, lower high downtrend in action. Even it might be in a macro uptrend, but there is certainly a lower high downtrend. Now Pengu, I think, is just pre that. We definitely have a lower high after a hit of the all-time high. I believe it was all-time high. Yeah, it was pretty darn close, if not on the money up there. So lower high, very clear here. Massive bear divergence, so the momentum is clearly dropping away. So this here, I was pretty bearish when I saw it, dipped the other day there, and it recovered really nicely. That's great. It's closing beneath the 10 and the 20, so the EMA 10 and the 20 SMA here begins to drift beneath this trend line again at about 35, so 0.35. Then I think this is very much coming down to these lower levels. This could surprise us too if it just holds up here. It could be this head and shoulders pattern that essentially just holds and moves higher. It turns into a bullish head and shoulders, which can happen. But for mine, this is a weakening chart, and also the RSI looks pretty weak at the 50 zone here, which could definitely drop lower. So that is my danger zone.